welcome to Daddy's Football Manager.
Come on, Reading.
Come on, Reading.
Come on, Reading.
Come on, Reading!
Right, welcome ladies and gentlemen to another episode of Mark Talks Football, and today this is episode 0 of Football Manager 24, the full game. And into this episode today, what we're going to do is I'm going to explain to you why we are doing a Reading FC save for a second year running. Okay, so in this episode, I'm just going to go through the facts and figures of what's happened to Reading in real life. If you don't know anything about Reading, if you've never seen anything what's been going on Reading so far, but you're interested in why someone wants to do a Reading FC save on Football Manager 24, this is the episode for you. I'm going to break down as of the 4th of November 2023 that I'm going to explain to you the facts and figures about what's been going on at my beloved football club. What has happened, what's gone on, the transfers that have gone wrong, and how much money Reading have spent to loss, and why we're going to be doing this. So, without further ado, we're not going to get into this much. This is why this is not going to be too much of a long video. And this is just basically an explanation to non-Reading fans or Reading fans that want to get into why I'm doing this save as a Football Manager 24. As you guys know, if you don't know already, I did do a Football Manager 23 on this channel of Reading FC. I was very late to the party when doing my Football Manager 23 save. Basically, the reason why I did it, I do a video once a week on Reading FC on a Wednesday at 6 p.m. I do a video about the news, or if there's been a game. If there's been a game on a Saturday, I will do a vlog. If there's been a game on the Tuesday, there will be a vlog up, or if the Wednesday, there will be a vlog up as well. So it's all about my love for Reading Football Club. I have been a Reading fan since 1998. My very first game was a pre-season friendly between Newcastle and Reading in 1999, and it was at the Medeski Stadium, as it was called at the time, now the Select Car Leasing Stadium. But that's where it was. My very first game was there. All I remember was it was bloody hot. I think it ended in a draw, and then that was it. My next time of getting a season ticket, I got my first half-season ticket. I think it was in 2000. When was my brother born? 2002. Around about 2002, 2003, I think was the first time I got my season ticket. Punch the mic. It was around then, and it was the year or two before the 106 season. My first year going to football all the time, I couldn't care about football that much. At that time in my life, I was about 10, 11, I think I was around about then. And all I cared about was Action Man and Pokemon. I think that was the two things. So going to football, because my sister, her partner, was a Reading season ticket holder, so I used to go with him to the game. And then going to the game, going to it, the atmosphere, everything kept driving me back in. I was looking forward to going. I was looking forward to the matches, going to see what's going on, see what's happening, and that's how I become a Reading fan. I have now been a Reading fan for over 20 plus years now. I love it. I love this club. This club is my club, and it means the absolute world to me, like it does to a number of Reading fans who are new, past, and present as well at the same time. So, enough about my history about Reading Football Club. I want to explain to you why we are doing this save. So, reason why we're doing this. 2017, we're going to go all the way back to then. Reading were taken over by Dai Youngie and Dai Zuli, with a bold vision to returning to the Premier League and expand the club's stadium. And occurred after the pair had closed. They tried to get Hull City Football Club in 2016 in the Premier League, but the Premier League refused it. They didn't see what they could do, and they failed the fit and proper test in the Premier League. But somehow the EFL passed them. All right? Yeah. So Reading's expenditure results of the club breaching financial fair play. We've breached that a lot. Over the 5 years, the club reported a pre-tax loss of £146 million, which is beyond the EFL's limit of 13 million annual per lot pre-tax loss per year. In 2021, the club spent 234% of its revenue on wages. In total, the club ownership, Dai Young invested more than 200 million in the club, but has also found it difficult to transfer money from China to England. We also do not have the rights at this currently, to my knowledge. I could be wrong on this. As someone in the comments, please tell me if I am wrong. We currently do not have the rights, as it has been sold to the stadium. Plus, and I don't know about the training ground. I know he built it and funded for a new training ground. I've got something in my eye and it's really irritating me. Of doing it. But as of the 4th of November 2023, Reading have not paid HMRC in 2 months, and there is a winding up petition for Reading that could be putting us into administration, which we would get a 12-point deduction, which will nearly all but granted our relegation from League One into League Two if that does happen. But let's talk about how he's spent his money since he's come into Reading Football Club. So in 2017, he spent 14.1 million euros. It's in euros here because the website I used is in euros. So it's 14.1 million euros. They were on players of Sonny Aluko for 7.5 million. They've also spent money on, excuse me while I just move over here. There we go. Money £7.5 million on Sonny Aluko. 2.3 million euros on Vito Manone. Barrow from Swansea was 1.7. Bacuna was 1.5. And Dave Edwards was 1.1 from Wolves. And in that time, with us spending £14.1 million on players in 2017, you would try and balance that out with players sold, but we didn't. We only sold 2.87 million euros worth of players. The highest one was Roy Berens, who went to Vitesse in Holland for 1 million euros. We also sold players as in Dominic Samuel, Paulo Herdado, Jake Cooper, and Al Habsi as well. Went to Al Halal for 350,000. But in that time, in 2018, we spent 5.25 million euros on players, and we spent 3.9 on Sam Baldock and 1.35 on Mark McNulty. To you Reading fans, you both know both players didn't really do much at the club. Mark McNulty had a betting scandal, and I don't know what happened in the end of that, and then got released. And we sold players in that time. So after spending 5.25, we then sold. We actually made a profit of transfers in that, where we sold Leandro Bacuna after spending a year before 1.5 million euros from Aston Villa. We then sold him a year later for 3.45 million euros, according to this website, to Cardiff. And then Thiago Ilori back to Sporting Lisbon for 2.4 million euros. In 2019, Reading spent 12.9 million euros on George Busquets and Lucas João, just to name the two. George Busquets come for 7.5 million euros and Lucas João come for 5.4. And then in that time, we sold John Daddy Baffarson to Millwall for 850,000 euros. That is it. And in 2020, we brought Oliver Ijaria. What a player he could have been, by the way. Just what a player he could have been. If everything's true, then God help him. In 2020, we brought him for 3.9 million euros from Liverpool, and then we sold Mo Barra to a Japanese team for 1.6 million euros. And then the year after that, is when we never brought a player again. We haven't spent any money since the year 2020 on a player. And in 2021, we sold Michael Elise for 9 million euros to Crystal Palace. So, in his time at the club, Dai Youngie has spent 36.15 million euros. And he has sold 23.58 million euros worth of players. This includes the 9 million for Elise, the 3 million that we sold George Puskas for last season or this season, 3 million that we brought him for, but we did buy him for 7.5 million, which in total, if you go by club revenue and club, we made a loss of transfers for 12.57 million euros. And that is why, since we've had this ownership and everything that's been going on, we've had 16 points deducted from this club. And we're also in a winding up petition for the club to be sold. So the issue of why we're doing this save, what is the end goal for this save? What we're going to be doing? Well, to start off with, Reading is my club. Reading is where I live. Reading is the heart and soul of my life, along with wrestling. I do love watching other sports as well, but Reading is the heartbeat of what I do and on this channel. So for me, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, possibly Thursday, it all depends on what goes on, we will be doing a full save from League One to winning the Champions League, however long that takes. So yes, as I was saying, we're going to take Reading, we're going to pick up the club with the minus points deduction in League One. Try and get them promoted in the first season, okay? That is the aim for the first season, is to get out of League One with the first chance of asking. Then it's just rebuilding. We have to then make profit. We have to make sure that this club is not hemorrhaging money. And we have to make sure that we can make this club look suitable for new owners and to try and build this club back to glory of getting them back into the Premier League. Premier League football is going to be difficult for us when we get there because we're going to have to do a full rebuild and to try and get it done as quickly as possible. But the aim for this is you're in the Premier League, stay there, win it, win the Champions League. Once we have won, like we did on Football Manager 24, once we've won one trophy, we will then have sole concentration on winning the other. So like we did on Football Manager 23, when we won the Premier League, our full focus was then on the Champions League. So if we win the Champions League, our full focus will then be on the Premier League. But what I will say is as well, we are also doing another save. And a video will be out of that very soon. I think on Thursday will be out on this channel to explain to you why we're only doing shorter videos for Reading. When I want to be doing 7 days a week on 2 different saves. So this is the rebuild to Reading, and then on Thursdays, Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays. Well, actually, what we're going to do, I've just decided this while I'm sat there, is we're going to have double upload Thursdays. So on Thursdays, we will be having a Reading FC save and the other save as well. So we will be having Reading Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and then also the other save will be Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So we will have a big group of 4 videos each, and we will also do double uploads on Wednesdays as well, where I will be doing a Reading FC news. So if you haven't already, please go and make sure you smash that subscribe button. Make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you put down in the comments as well what you're looking forward to most about this save, what you're looking forward to seeing me do, or what you think how long you think I'm going to be in the job. Once we get sacked, if we get sacked from Reading, this save will be over. There's no redoing it. As soon as we get sacked, the save will be over, and then we will think of something else to do in the time. But with that, this has been this video. I told you it wasn't going to be too long. This was just me explaining why we're doing what we're doing. Thank you guys ever so much for joining me today. Make sure you are back here when the new video drops. I'm hoping, because I'm doing this on the Monday, I'm hoping that tomorrow will be when I'm able to get a video out for you, because it takes me so long to edit and do things with videos, and to try, that's why I batch record, to try and get it done. But in the first week, it's going to be difficult to try and get everything back. But with that, my name's been Mark. You guys have been absolutely fantastic, and I will see you guys for the very first episode where we rebuild the ding with love, with care, and peace. Fucking come on, Reddit.